Shalom and welcome to the Yeshiva Bnei Noach channel. I just wanted to share a little bit more about my desire in creating this channel, give you some other background. You can see a lot of this on other videos that are on the channel. But essentially, what I'm looking for is, and what I'm trying to do, is to provide a place to share the teachings that I've presented locally at a continuing ed center, and to share my learning about the importance of the Noahide movement in the coming Messianic age, which I believe seems to be close at hand. As a teacher and a student, I've discovered that the best way to learn something is to teach it. And so I'm teaching you here the things that I'm learning and discovering. I try to be very clear about this. I am a Jew, but not a rabbi, nor have I had any rabbinic training, nor was I even raised in Judaism. As you can discover if you listen to my spiritual journey video, I was raised a Catholic, attended a pre-seminary high school, but the more I learned about the history of the church, the less I felt I could continue. On top of that, I discovered when I was 17 that my mother was Jewish, something she had hidden from me, and that made me Jewish by birth. From that time on, I called myself Jewish, but I thought I could be both Jewish and Christian. That misconception would carry me through a half a century when I explored Buddhism, fundamentalist Christianity, Reform Judaism, New Thought, and Messianic Christian beliefs. In my mid-60s, I finally realized that I could no longer believe in Jesus, Yeshua, as the Messiah for reasons I share in the video. But I've also come to believe that it is entirely possible that the link between the teachings of the first century Nazarene movement and the developments of the Noahide movement may be strongly connected. I've known for several years that the development of the Nazarene community into the Christian Catholic Church was hijacked in the 3rd century by Constantine and completely distorted from its original intentions. It's that information that I'm trying to present here, but I have also come to believe, and this is the sketchier part, that the Nazarene movement may have also been corrupted even before Constantine by the Sadducees and possibly the Shammai Pharisees a century or more before Constantine. I'm also exploring that idea here. The caution that I want to make for those who visit here is that even though I will say more complimentary things about the Nazarene than you might hear from other Jews, it is very clear to me that he was not the Messiah. Whether he might have been the Messiah for his generation is still an open question in my mind. Again, I'll try and show in future videos some rabbinic commentary that may bolster that argument. I also present here my vision for the Noahide movement based on dreams and imaginings that I've had over the last several years. Now, that vision includes the establishment of joint communities, schools, yeshivas for both Noachides and Torah-observant Jews. Communities, I believe, that are absolutely essential in helping release trapped Jewish souls. This is really at the heart of what I'm learning and working towards understanding here. I call them hidden Jews. These are Jewish souls trapped in Gentile bodies. I have a crazy theory based on the fact of the promise that was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that your seed will be as the stars in the heavens and the sands by the sea, that perhaps there are many more Jews or Israelites or Hebrews than we know about. As a matter of fact, again, my crazy idea is, what if the number is actually a tithe on the total population of the world? 8 to 9 billion people now. That would be about 800 million Israelites, Hebrews, Jews. This is a far cry from the 15 million currently known today. Now, to release those trapped souls, Judaism must open its doors to Gentiles. And that means that they may at first be carrying their Christian baggage with them. It is to this end that Hashem created the Noahide movement, in my mind, a movement that began as far back as Abraham, but briefly sprang to life with the first century Nazarene movement. And then, for unknown reasons, Hashem allowed it to be derailed by the development of Christianity and Islam until its resurgence in recent times, by the Lubavitcher Rebbe, among others. Although I'll also demonstrate earlier proponents of the movement, including the writings of the late 19th century Rabbi Eliyahu Ben Amozeg. It's also my firm belief that both the Jewish and Noahide schools must place a strong emphasis on learning Hebrew. So I also present introductory courses here, although I am a long ways from being fluent in Hebrew. I'm also a long ways from being Torah observant, but I'm trying to learn both as best I can, unfortunately without a teacher. I know Aleph, so I teach Aleph. But in my ignorance, I apologize up front if I teach things that I will later have to retract as I learn more. Meanwhile, I hope you will share and enjoy this journey of learning with me. Thank you. Shalom.